You thought it would be inanimate JoJo, didn't you? But it was me, Kendio, along with Ninja Rider.
Oh!
And we have some great Orange Conference playoff action for you. The wild card match between the Bulls and the Knights.
I can't top that. I can't top it. I should just sit back and just be like, Kendo's got it.
But yeah, no. You have a little bit of flashy offensive play in passing with the Bulls, and then of course with the Knights, a lot more consistency. As a story of two different offensive seasons for these teams.
Yeah, and pretty much no defense too on the way of the Bulls. The Knights pretty good on defense as well. So I mean, I don't know. It's a total clash of styles as we move into the wild card game or match for the Orange Conference. They're trying to figure out who's going to face the Pirates next week as the championship bracket starts up. Mm-hmm. Teams are already in the lobby, man. We got numbers for days.
We do have numbers for days. The Bulls, a little bit of an advantage on a numbers front. As a team, the combination of Bondo and Swanky Bubbles combining for just over 700 points per game. And the Knights are about 85 points per game lower. They're looking at about a 615 average with these two teams, the combo of Prosperity and Mike is my Ike. I'll learn how to talk eventually, Ninja.
Eventually, yeah. No, English.
It's not like I do it for a living.
English is heard. But yeah, no. Let's face it, though. Bondo, Swanky Bubbles, a fantastic team. They usually work very well together. We have seen Bondo have a couple of issues here and there, overcommitting, things like that, and we'll have to see if they clean that up and make sure that someone is back. But players are joining the pitch. We are in urban, or not urban. I'm sorry. This one is definitely
Utopia.
A night one, though. Yeah.
Utopia Night, one of the most beautiful venues in all of Rocket League. Utopia Night, we are ready. Game 1 underway. Bondo and Mike is my Ike. Face-off will go to the Bulls. The double commit out of the Bulls early. This will go across to Mike. And a quick counterattack here by the Knights. Not able to get anything on net, Ninja. That's something they really like to do, though. The counterattacks are real.
Yeah, the counterattack game is large with the Knights. They have to make sure that they have someone back or have someone on the way back to defend this net because the Bulls will come at them harshly.
Bondo being patient with the ball. It's going to be quickly intercepted by Prosperity. Back the other way, one-on-one. Swanky with a touch across. Here's the counterplay by Bondo. Shot on net. He scores. First goal to the Bulls.
The electricity flies here as Prosperity tried to ball it up, and Mike tried to come in and make something happen of the touch off of the Bulls defender, and he just got there a little bit too late before Bondo, in his ever-seeing eye, able to throw it down Main Street and right in.
Tough situation for the Knights to try to attack there. Here's Mike off the kickoff. He's going to be pushing this in the corner. Prosperity to bring it back to the corner. This will be towards center. But Swanky up.
What?
The backboard, and he almost got a disgusting flip as Bondo going to come in, put this in from the mid.
The Knights had to wheel their horses back on that play as Mike attempting to just defend off of Swanky's nice touch off the wall, a little Tarzan style. I like what we're seeing here from the Bulls. They're definitely come to play.
Here's Prosperity. He's going to take this back to his own corner. Off the wall is Bondo. Mike forced to make a big save on his own line. Ball down, Bondo. Going to try to push this to the side. Here's a 2v1. If the Knights can get turned around in time, it's cleared away by Swanky B.
Oh, rolling out with the gangster names, are we?
Oh, yeah. When you've been playing and watching these guys for so long, you got to roll out with their gangster names, of course. With the Bulls both being league veterans. Fun fact about this Bulls lineup. Swanky Bubbles, of course, a player for the Spartans last season, and they made the season. He's a 2-season veteran. Bondo, captain of the Bulls all 3 seasons he's been here as he puts this ball in. But every season that these guys have been in, they have made the playoffs.
Yeah, they have done a fantastic job, both of them, as Bondo comes off the wall. A good read at the midfield, is able to throw that one off the backboard. Lots of power coming out from the Bulls, as the Horns definitely not get in the way of that play. Ooh,
you know, Ninja, I just noticed something.
Yes.
You'll notice that Mike and Prosperity both running with Batmobiles here. You think there's a play on words there? The Dark Knight?
The Dark Knights, indeed. I believe so. You know what? I'm going to go with it.
Yeah.
They're good people. They know how to have some fun. And let's face it, the Batmobile, great car, if you can make it work for yourself.
That is the tough part, though. I've always had problems with the pancake cars.
Same.
And, I mean, if you want to take that word from anybody, take it from a guy who changes his car about every 5 minutes. Anyway, Mike, this is going to be up off the backboard for Prosperity, and they will score, cutting into the lead 3-1.
You would think that with all the experience that the Bulls have, that Bondo would have known to not go for that. Cover the net. Even though Swanky was there, Swanky had no momentum at all. He's basically just sitting there the whole time. Bondo tried to be aggressive. That's usually his style. So we can't really knock him for it, as they do have the 2-goal lead at this point. Bulls need to keep their cool, or else the Knights will strike.
Yeah, a very opportunistic team in the Knights that they have in Mike and Prosperity. Touch off of the backboard. Prosperity to keep it in, quickly cleared away by Swanky. The pressure and the demo here for the Knights will continue this offensive push. Ball dropped down. See if Bondo can clear it. Feels backflip. Quickly cleared away, though, by Swanky.
Actually, that was a good pullout by Bondo. He knew he wouldn't get a lot of power on it. Swanky was already behind him, so Swanky probably called him off. Or Bondo told him, hey, look, you got a better position. You take it.
This is up off the backboard. Out of the corner. Swanky with a very good touch on the side. Bondo ball up. He gets a touch out just over the reach of Mike, who was pre-jumped and trying to put a shot on net. Swanky back the other way. Great pass utilizing the backboard. The shot is off, though.
Bondo had the perfect opportunity as the Knights take it the other way, all the way down. And now it's a 1-goal game with less than a minute.
This is exactly what I'm talking about, though. When I say the Knights, they are a consistent team. They don't mind if you want to push into them. They bend, but they don't break. And they take full advantage of missed opportunities and missed mistakes.
And the Bulls are known to miss a few here and there, and that was definitely one of them. The Bulls usually very, very aggressive when it comes to the offensive end. They are more than happy to attack. The question is, can the Knights work around them?
38 seconds left. The Knights needing one more goal to tie this up. Ball in the Bulls zone. Up in the corner. Bondo's there. Soft touch out. Swanky goes up. He's able to get contact on it.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Prosperity to keep it in. This is a pass. Down from Mike to Prosperity. Back the other way. Bondo, can he get to it and get around it? He'll wait on it here. Touch in the mid. Prosperity with 10 seconds. This will be cleared all the way down. Swanky touching it up towards the net. On the backboard. 1 second and Swanky will clear it away. Ball down. Bulls will win game number 1.
That was close. The Bulls managed to pull out of that somehow, because let's face it, the Knights really brought it there at the last 15 seconds or so. There was a perfect chance there for Prosperity to put that one in the net, and just couldn't quite deliver that time.
Yeah.
I highly doubt that's going to happen again, though.
Very, very close. I think the Knights, because they had to make a quick comeback all the way from the other side, they didn't quite have the boost to position themselves the way they would have liked, but that pass up off the backboard, perfect position for a game-winning goal. Just nobody was able to get there in time on the other side. Swanky was able to make a quick clear away. So,
but let's face it, though, we were talking about this earlier, Kendo. The Bulls showing their style early. They like to push and pressure all the time. When they get on that offensive end, it's fantastic rotation, but the Knights are attacking properly. They're making sure that the Bulls can't get their spin cycle going and throw those horns right into the ball.
yeah, and that's one of the things that's extravagant about this matchup. The Bulls can be one of the most potent offenses in the MLD. In fact, they finished the season second overall in team assists, which, of course, the assists, that's what I'm personally all about.
Me too. I should also mention that, this is my turn for a fun fact, Kendo. Just over, well, actually, really over, 64% of the fantasy brackets have the Bulls over the Knights. So the Knights going, well, you don't have faith in us, but we're going to try to prove you wrong.
Yeah, and you can't blame them for that. I mean, the fact is, when you're in the underdog role, I think it's the opportunity to impress, and this is actually the perfect combination for the underdog role. They've beaten teams that sometimes people have thought they had no business beating. Earlier in the season, they took a series off of the Pirates that I was shocked by.
Yep. Oh, what a shot from midfield, though. Mike is my Ike saying, hey, 65%ers? Nah, fam.
Yeah, 50-50, great job by Prosperity to put that up off of the corner. And Mike, the read out of mid, he's able to push that ball in. The Bulls, one of their weaknesses is that defensive rotation. They love the offensive spin cycle, but if you can actually get past that rotation, they're actually only 16th in the league. So the bottom 2/3 of the league when it comes to shots allowed. Now ball down. Shot by Bondo, interfered with by Prosperity. It's going to be pushed towards the net. Mike gets a save on it. Touched out by Prosperity, and that was a good critical touch at the very opportune time.
And the Knights doing a fantastic job this game. They're not allowing the Bulls to get any sort of momentum on the ball at all. Not great touches. They're challenging everything. But the thing is, the Bulls have figured out that, hey, they're in the Batmobile. Let's just get slightly above wherever they're going to hit the ball, and we'll win everything.
Swanky up off the roof. Bondo just missing out. Here's a counterattack opportunity for the Knights. Ball is up. Lofted, and Swanky's able to make the quick touch. Easily crisis averted. Now Prosperity back in. Pass
there
from
it
Mike,
is.
and they will score.
The Bulls got caught up in their own rotation. Again, double committing on a play. The Knights able to just throw it to each other and slam her home. That's exactly what needed to happen in that play. We should also mention this, Kendo. These two teams have played each other this season.
Yes.
3-2 to the Bulls. The Knights have something to prove.
And I 100% agree with you there. The Knights do have something to prove.
Oh, Bondo with the
they're
miss.
playing that underdog role very well. Flick up. Bondo not able to get the angle on that shot that he would have liked. He ended up interfering with it. 1v1. Back the other way. Prosperity. Can he get under the ball?
No boost.
Plays a mind game, and Swanky quick to
here we
get
go.
that ball out. This is off the backboard.
Oh, man.
And Swanky Bubbles able to play that ball from off of that backboard.
That was insane. He managed to find the perfect touch to send it the other way, and it was actually Bondo credited with the clear, so team play on the defense working out here for the Bulls.
Nice touch by Swanky, although it's quickly cleared by Prosperity.
What a
1v1.
touch,
Back the other way. Pass out from Mike to Prosperity. Not quite the angle they wanted, and Bondo is going to take control. Sends it to the corner. Swanky to clear out. Touch in the corner. This is going to be in the box. Mike gets a nose on it. This will be all the way back into the Bulls zone. Bondo will angle his car and get that back into the corner. They're
Uh-oh.
the delay, and Mike will finally get around the ball and score.
Bono here, not a great touch. Probably could have bounced it off the wall instead, but Swanky did not read the bounces at all. Ends up traveling underneath the ball and leave it to Prosperity, or I'm sorry, to Mike to just wrap himself around that defender, get there, and secure this goal. I have a feeling that one might be the dagger. The Bulls trying to score 3 in a minute. I don't know against this Knights squad. I take that back.
There's a shot, though, by Swanky out of the mid. Gets demoed for his effort, but he'll score.
I take that back. Mike did not get a great clear. Just cleared right back at Bondo. And just throws it towards the center just to see what would happen. Swanky was there. Great read by Swanky to give the Bulls their first one here in Game 2.
So we saw one game go 3-0 and then a comeback start. Can the Bulls turn the fortunes around here? 50 seconds left. Bondo in the mid. Pass up to Swanky. Although Swanky didn't go for it, Prosperity gets the save. Now ball in the corner. Demo gone for. Nice play by Prosperity, and Mike scores.
Oh my word. Harness up the steed and give me my lance, says Prosperity, because Swanky Bubbles is in my way. And sure enough, he didn't have to demo him. Just knock him off. Just knock him out of his shoes. That's it. That's all that needed to happen.
We do crown him, knight him, Sir Bumps a Lot. Now 30 seconds left. The Bulls might have seen their chances in this game gone by, but they can definitely score a solace goal here as Swanky's going to drop this down in, cuts the lead to 2.
Yeah, Prosperity just having a hard time reading this one off of the backboard. He actually got the touch, but Swanky had backed off. He didn't just come zooming in for the goal. Instead, he stayed a little bit farther back than he normally would have and popped up and slammed her home. Nice and easy for him.
They need a good kickoff here. Swanky going to cheat up. This is
here
a
we go.
very nice touch. Off, and Prosperity playing the backboard very well. All the way back down, 4-3-2, and a score for Prosperity with 2 seconds left.
Yeah, Prosperity knew he had time after Bondo whiffed it completely, so he just said, turtle style, get this man a pizza.
There you go. Now, which turtle would he be at that point, Ninja?
That's a good point. I'm not really sure.
Given the fact that he was willing to go for the bump right there, and then the wonderful color that the Knights have today here on Utopia Night, I'm going to go out on a limb and say he's Michelangelo. Because he cannonballed Swanky in net.
I would almost say Donatello because he did it with attitude. I don't know. I'm hearkening back to like classic Ninja Turtles here. But anyways, the Knights basically clobbering the Bulls here as, let's face it, the Bulls saw red and they got way aggressive on this game.
I would say it was more of a golden orange color, but you know, heaven knows it's not all about what color that a Bull sees. It's just going to have a bad attitude because most of the time prior to the
Careful.
Prior to everything, they poke and prod, of course, the Bull quite a bit to get the Bull extremely angry.
Yeah. And you know what? I have a feeling the Bulls are going to come out kind of angry after that one. And the Knights got a couple of hits on them. But the Bulls were double committing. They got into the old habits that kind of landed them here instead of actually like already qualified, if you will. Granted, they had to play awesomely just to get here. But the Knights starting to take advantage of the fact that the Bulls do get a little bit too aggressive on the offensive end, and they're more than happy to take advantage of every opportunity they're given.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be the paradox between these two teams. Great offensive team in the Bulls, but they're very easily exposed. And the Knights, the opportunistic team that likes to expose teams that overcommit. So now, Game number 3 underway. Ball in the Bulls' corner. Prosperity going to touch this ball delicately down. Bondo gets a touch on it. Gets it up just enough to go over the backboard. Now, Swanky going to push this ball out. Bondo, bring it all the way to the corner. Knight's going to rush this one back. This is towards the net. One man to beat. And Swanky able to make the goal line stand for the Bulls.
Yeah, Bondo come flying in on that play too. We were kind of expecting the Knights to get very aggressive on that play, but they kind of positioned themselves a little bit oddly, realized that they did that, and kind of froze. They need to be a little bit more proactive when it comes to that if they want to take this game. But the Bulls, Swanky is starting to get a touch frustrated, it seems. But Bondo's doing a good job of making sure that that ball moves to the other side in general, but Swanky needs a goal just for himself as Mike denies it.
This is going to come all the way back as Prosperity gets around the ball and scores.
And again, that double commit, the famous double commit from the Bulls. Swanky bubbles going for that mid boost instead of going straight up the middle to block the shot. Oh man, I think Swanky knew he kind of messed up on that one.
Three minutes, 23 seconds on the clock. The Knights on the board first. Flick up, going to be played by Bondo, although he's going to miss it. Swanky to clear. This will be up off the backboard. Bondo, hard commit there. They really need to think about these balls that they are committing for. Maybe shorten up the passes to where they are in the mid so that the Knights are forced to come out just a little bit more, because right now the setups are not working for the Bulls, and the Knights are getting extremely lethal counterattacks.
The other thing they can do is actually pass directly to each other. Work that infield, kind of do a Cloud9 thing.
You mean lose to CLG?
Oh, good setup. I'm glad you caught that, but right down mid.
A taste of their own medicine as Bondo scores.
Bondo just saw this opportunity after Swanky cleared it, and a fantastic clear by him to get it up and around the Knights offender. Good show by them. We're tied at halftime, Kendo. This has been one heck of a game, too.
Game 3, actually.
I'm sorry. My bad.
Just
my
a
bad.
soft correction there. As Mike, up on the wall, bring the ball down. This is floating in the box. Swanky gets the touch out. Prosperity maybe a little bit too conservative on the play there.
No, actually, it was perfect. It forced Swanky to rethink which way he was going to go. Prosperity is facing technically the wrong way, but he had just enough space to make him think.
Oh, Prosperity almost bring that ball down. Swanky bubbles already with a savior medal. 2 minutes left in the game. See if he can improve that. Bulls bringing the ball out. Knights will take possession in their own corner. The boost situation for the Knights, though, on the comeback might not be that good. Great play by Swanky as he's able to keep that ball in the mid, but now it's a neutral ball. 1v1, Mike puts it up off the backboard. Here's a shot towards the net. That's going to be cleared away by Swanky.
Play's starting to get fast and furious on both sides as the Knights looking to go off the wall here, but Swanky gets in the way. Very back and forth action, but most of the shots really coming on the Bulls' net, and eventually one's going to go in, unless Bondo here, he can't wrap himself around the ball.
Definitely trying to control that ball. As, yeah, a lot of even stats. In fact, almost perfectly even stats. The only difference being one extra save by Swanky. He has 4 compared to the 3 by the combination of the Knights.
Oh.
Here's Prosperity. Nice flick over 1. Can he beat Bondo? No, but this is an open net for scores! 2-1 with 38 seconds left.
Swanky just attacked Prosperity way too early. Prosperity was going to have to either flick or move around the ball to get that one moving towards the net. And then Bondo had to come in for the emergency save, but let's face it, good patience by the Knights to put that one away.
Face-off win for the Bulls. Both of them kind of in the same area here, though. Definitely need a little bit better on the communication. 30 seconds left. They need to pressure now if they're going to put this game on... if they're going to put the Knights on notice as this is up, and Swanky flips the wrong way at the last second.
Still have a chance. Bondo pass to Swanky. Can he do it? No. Prosperity able to knock it away. Less than 10. Swanky is up. Can he do it off the backboard? Prosperity, big clear off the ceiling, and Mike will finish it off. The Knights defense not faltering at all, taking game 3 and moving them into the lead in the series.
Very close game number 3 between these two teams, as the difference there being 1 assist and 1 goal. Fun fact, of course, all those goals assisted, and the assist to goals ratio for these two teams has been very high so far in this matchup.
Yeah.
Both teams really looking to get their teammates involved in the game plays, both offensively and defensively. The big difference is going to be large amount of these goals are coming off of counterattack plays.
Yes. Yeah.
Both teams really need to work on making sure that they don't overcommit. Maybe a little more selective with their play choice as they go forward.
So this is something that many teams need to work on. You and I worked on it a lot. It's when one guy makes the pass, and the other guy goes up for the shot. The guy that made the pass, start getting back immediately. Either get in position for another shot or move back for defense. Both of these teams are not really doing that.
Yeah, they are committing 100% all in. The Bulls especially, because usually I've noticed Bondo, whenever he commits, he is completely up in air, not a single wheel on the ground,
No.
and he is 100% all in on some of his shot attempts.
Oh, big demo.
Big demo, as here's an opportunity for the Knights. He's going to drag this towards the net. What a play by Bondo on the line to save.
And perfect patience by Bondo saves that one out and away. That goes to show you, with a little bit of practice, you too can block the aerial shots. Oh, here we go. Collision in the air.
50-50 win for the Bulls.
Back pass.
Swanky not able to put too much on it. Bondo quick in. Here's a 2v1 for the Bulls. A light touch up. Bondo commits hard. Back the other way come the Knights. And a missed opportunity there as Mike is my Ike just overruns the ball.
Ooh, I like this here. Nice little pinch
Bubbles,
play.
that was a nice pinch by the Bulls. Here's Bondo with a second opportunity. Gets in the way.
But the Bulls just spent a ton of time. Oh, bar down. It's out, technically, and nobody there to clean that one up for the Knights. But the Bulls trying something a little bit different. You don't really see a setup little play like that in order for the pinch to happen. But the Knights looking to retaliate. Swanky Bubbles is up. Bill miss, and the Knights take the first one.
Very well done by the Knights as Prosperity. Initial touch is pure. He gets just high enough to get the ball over Swanky Bubbles, who is in a rough spot, facing backwards. Low boost. Tough to make the defensive play there. So here we are off the face-off again. The Knights, Mike is my eye, gets a great demo. Prosperity up for Mike. That is a clippable offense, ladies and gentlemen.
Where in the world is Bondo? Oh, Bondo took the kickoff and went to the other side for boost. And with the Knights pressuring so crazily, Bondo, obviously it wasn't communicated to him. He didn't realize that all of the Knights were all up in his business. So when he went for the standard procedure of going to get some boost, ended up getting punished. Swanky Bubbles needs to start communicating to his teammate, let him know that, hey, it's time to go. And speaking of Swanky Bubbles, here we go. Shot possible. What?
Oh. Somebody throw an F in the chat. If this goes back all the way the Knights to get a goal. No, it will not. But I was really worried after an almost sure thing. The Bulls missing out on a major opportunity. The Knights, thankfully, not able to make them pay for it, because a 3-0 lead would have been lethal.
Uh-oh. They're getting desperate.
Swanky?
What control by Swanky, though, on the goal line there. The way he wrapped himself around the ball, it really reminded me of the RHL almost.
I saw him jump up at that, and it really worried me. But he was able to control that ball down, stay behind it the whole time. Even if there was an attacker, he had a solid 50-50 on that ball. Ball is up, though, in the zone. Swanky able to get another save. He has been the stalwart on the defensive line for this Bulls team.
Swanky used bubbles to defend. Pokemon reference? Hello? Nobody? Hello? Bueller?
We'll just go with that was a missing no. Anyway, this is a pass off a 50-50. Prosperity will score. The Knights quick to shut us up.
Straight up, that's exactly what happened because, let's face it, Prosperity realized that Swanky was right there, and with the Batmobile mechanics, Mike was able to get the perfect 50, send it straight to center and right in.
Off the face-off. This is going to bounce very nicely for Bondo, but he's not able to get it in. Prosperity playing the ball off the top of the backboard. Here's the ball by 2 now, Prosperity. That was dirty.
Hang on, my phone's ringing. Oh, yeah, Cook's here. Yeah, dude, you got to check this dude out. Straight up balling with the Batmobile, man. He's nuts. Yeah, tune into ML doubles. Yeah, check it out. All right, cool. All right, ciao.
That moment when Cookser makes a special occasion visit to ML doubles at 2:24 in the morning.
You know when a man can't sleep. When a man can't sleep, he needs something to watch. And what's better to watch than the Wild Card Series at ML doubles?
I can definitely agree with that, my friend. As the Knights have possession in the Bulls zone. Swanky, though, quick to clear that away up off the backboard. The Bulls definitely seem like they are deflated at the moment. Most of these plays, they've been reduced to solo playing, trying to attack a defender who's already back, and they're not able to beat the Knights with that offensive strategy right now.
Yeah, and the Bulls, they're trying to get something going here, but you can tell Swanky is a little bit frustrated. Bondo is trying to carry him, and going up against this very strong Knights squad, you can't be doing that. You can't be have a man trying to carry the whole team. It has to be a team play effort, and these solo plays are not going to work against the very well-oiled gauntlet of Knights team members.
I do like myself a well-oiled gauntlet.
Kappa. Can I get some Kappas in the chat?
Anyway, this is going to be cleared away by Prosperity all the way back down to the other end. 10 seconds left. I've seen crazy things in my life, but I doubt the Bulls are going to make a comeback right here.
You know, I've seen some pretty crazy things happen too, but yeah, no, you're right. The Bulls, they definitely need to start talking about the next one. Because let's face it, there was some miscommunication there. They have not been able to put any real consistent pressure on the Knights' end as the Knights take one more here just for, just for some posterity's sake.
Some prosperity sake?
Yeah.
I get you. I got you, Ninja. I got you. Mercy.
And the Knights are dominating. Let's face it. Their steeds are well watered. They're well fed. They seem to be completely focused on everything. They must have had a turkey leg or something for dinner because they have not faltered at all in the last 2 games.
These puns are going medieval today. Really, I think for the Bulls, though, it comes down, take your time in between this game. Yes. Think about what you have to do. Think about some plays to try to get around this Knights team because they're taking advantage of every mistake that you're making. And I feel like the Bulls have gotten to the point where they're almost tilted at this point, trying to beat a team that's really just letting the Bulls beat themselves.
Dead on. Spot on that analysis, Mr. Kendo. As I have to admit that the Knights, they're kind of mostly just putting themselves in the right spot. And the Bulls are the ones that are running around like crazy, animals.
So game number 5 now underway. Will we see the running of the Bulls, or will the Knights be able to put their swords in this matchup as Bondo off the wall will score?
Wow. Bondo just kind of putting it towards the net, possibly a pass for Swanky, who was on his way around, but Prosperity could not jump in time. And the play is literally making me choke on my own breath.
Reminds me a lot of the Season 4 championship goal that Bondo scored in game number 4, where he came off the wall from a distance, was able to see that ball in from a bar down standpoint. See if the Bulls are able to use that as a momentum grabber. Is Swanky going to push this down for Bondo? Swanky, though, landing just a little bit inconveniently. Now has to defend with very low boost. Ball up for Prosperity. Not able to get the touch on, as the Knights could have really put a great equalizer on there.
Bullet right there, and Bondo is able to rotate in nicely because Swanky had to recover. Now let's see the breakaway play from the Bulls. Can they do anything with it? Swanky backing off. Bondo looking to get some boost. He had to turn it back around, though. Some hesitation on the transition to defense from the Bulls.
3:45 left on the clock. Swanky up with Mike. Mike is going to put this towards the net. Bondo able to come across in time. He had started cheating up just a little bit, trying to get ready for that offensive push. Ball back into the Bulls zone. A miss by Swanky. Shot towards the net. Bondo now being the savior in the net for the Bulls. Another shot on as Mike will put the ball in. 1-1 game.
I like this shot by Prosperity. It forced Bondo to make a save, and Mike had rotated around. He was actually on the way to defense, but he was watching what was going on with the Bulls, and he was able to see both of them doing whatever they were doing in the net. When with Bondo's weak clear, snaps it around and slams her home.
Mike off the wall, and Swanky able to get in the way. He had to wedge the ball right there. Mike will come in, take the ball in the corner, gets it by 1. Swanky comes across, pushes it to the side. Now he'll get it up over. This is a shot towards net, but Mike is there to push it to the side. Ball down. Now Bondo, shot on net. He will hit the bar again and gets a favorable bounce. He'll score.
With City here for the Knights is Swanky Bubbles. Possible fake, but he didn't really have a good shot on the target, as Bondo, realizing in all of his experience here at MLT, to wheel that one around and do the same thing the Knights did to him and slam that one home. Even though he hit the post, he technically glanced off the inside of the post, but Mike, Swanky knocks it away, gets a savior medal and a demo for his transgressions.
2:30 on the clock. Swanky gonna push this ball out, not able to get it past Mike. The great opportunistic midfield. Swanky comes across, he saves on the goal line.
The Bulls know that they are looking at elimination for the rest of the season. They are laying it all out on the line and trying to hold on to this 1-goal game.
Now Swanky coming in. This ball is up. Initial touch by Prosperity. Needs another. Gets it out, but not by Bondo. Bulls rotating. 50-50 neutral for Prosperity, who's going to take it out. Touch by, and what a touch it was. Just a little bit wide of the net. I about had a heart attack as that pinch went towards the goal, Ninja. I was ready for an amazing goal right there.
You know, Kendo, if you're about to have a heart attack at your young age, you might want to be checked out by a doctor. 4 out of 5 agree.
We don't talk about my heart and doctors. But anyway, minute 20 left. The Bulls still working the defensive end and the angle at the moment. Bondo going to push this ball out, quickly brought back in by Prosperity. 2v1 as Bondo went to grab boost.
Pass out.
Oh, and a save by Swanky again!
We mentioned this before, but the Bulls are facing elimination. They need to start attacking this ball, make sure that the Knights are not able to tie this up and give that chance. Oh, wait a minute, Bondo. It actually surprised me. Bondo got around the ball nicely, but we're still battling it out here in the midfield, Kendo.
Yes, 44 seconds left. This is towards the net. Bondo! So close, and Prosperity will score.
I saw Swanky just trying to cover the net, forcing Prosperity to either make the pass or a really weird shot. Bondo had to have told him, hey, I'm coming in to make the save, but he just got there a touch too late. Got some chrome on it, but not enough. Prosperity again!
Seconds. Here comes another one. Prosperity will score.
The Knights looking to take this one in 5 games. Prosperity off the wall, off a kickoff. So much speed on it that Swanky got completely bamboozled on that play. And now the Knights are ahead by 1.
33 seconds left. Prosperity gonna bring it in. Bondo, quick. He's able to push this ball away. Now Swanky. This is a lofty ball that is touched away by Prosperity. Back the other way now. Missing is Bondo. This will be up off the backboard. Swanky, touchdown. Mike, touch back towards the net. The Bulls need to move this ball out. They need to move it quickly. 1v1. Swanky bubbles. This will be center. Up on the backboard. Mike drop down. Swanky and Bondo. The Knights will win and move on.
Kendo is blessed RNG right now. He was totally blessed RNG. Wow, indeed. Wow sums up that series perfectly. We thought 65% of people who filled out the poll thought that the Bulls were going to take this. You and I thought that the Bulls had a pretty dang good shot, but we both knew that the Knights could potentially come through on this. Did they step up? Let's face it, low-scoring games. There was one high-scoring game in there, but let's face it, generally, that was a low-scoring affair as both the Knights and the Bulls went ham on each other. A hype matchup here for the wild card spot.
Yeah, and I don't blame people who are predicting the game to think that the Bulls had this, because you look at the numbers. Oh, yeah. 100, almost 100% in the Bulls' favor. Totally. I mean, I talked about at the beginning of the match how the combination of Bondo and Swanky Bubbles were averaging over 75 more points per game.
Yep.
As a pairing, which is absolutely insane. If you're scoring that many more points, you should have a significant advantage. You look at the team stats. You look at the individual stats. And on paper, the Bulls were very, very good. The one stat that I saw that I thought to myself, oh man, this may end up being a surprise, was the fact that the Bulls allow so many shots on net.
Yeah.
And you have a Knights team that is so consistent, so good at making use of the opportunities that the opposing team gives them. Bulls played perfectly into the Knights' plan, and the Knights hammered home a series win tonight.
Yeah, and the Knights did a fantastic job too. They kept solid. They played their game, and it worked well against the Bulls. Let's face it. I honestly thought the Bulls would be able to take at least 2 more games on this. I thought it was going to go to 7. Once I realized the Knights were here to play, that would have been insane. But couple of things to take care of here. The schedule for the second round will be set by Wednesday. That is a hard deadline. Teams, everybody watching, that is when we'll know when the championship series for the Champ League continues.
I believe
Knights
the one
versus
thing
Pirates and the Dodgers versus the Canes. Okay, that's on one side.
Mm-hmm.
The other side, Wolves versus Spartans and the Ducks versus the Aviators of nice fly up, if you ask me. The other thing, Kendo, we have our final play of the week winner video.
Ooh.
We need to see that. Inanimate J, do the thing.
off a kickoff. Alex, 50-50. This is up for Mateo. What a touch as he will score 3-0.
Oh my goodness. Mateo from all the way on the other side of the arena. Up and Adam perfectly played. Surfer Boy wasn't quite sure what was going to happen. He jumped up for it just in case, but Mateo with a perfect placement makes this one 3-0. That one, you have to admit, not a bad goal all around, Kendo.
I mean, aerial control, I guess. That's
Much.
pretty standard Mateo stuff right there. I've seen it all before. But
well, yeah, but you used to play with him every dang day.
Yeah.
Hello? We don't see that.
Do I sense a tick of jealousy, Season 3 Duck? Well, let's give a special shout out, of course, to our sponsors. I think Ninja needs to cool down a little bit. I've got him a little bit flustered. Ninja, you got to check out Arctic Cooling because Definitely. They have everything you need there. Whether it be a new headset, if you want to look a little more stylish, or a new cooler for your CPU, because I can hear that fan from here. Maybe, just maybe, you need a fan that connects to your USB, blows on your face.
You know, that would actually be able to feel
the cool air.
I would have to grow out my hair so I can get the Fabio look.
Exactly. You got to get that glam going. But they have that all for you at arctic.ac. Make sure you check them out.
Now, Kendo, you just built a computer. Did you use any Arctic products? Or do you plan on installing some?
Yes, actually, because they have a sale going on right now, and Bluetooth headphones are the way that I live while I'm at work. And I plan on buying myself a pair. I just haven't got shipped yet. So definitely do check them out at arctic.ac because there are sales on their headphones right now. You do need to check them out now because those sales will not last very long.
Balls Guarana, anybody? Has everybody tried it yet? If you have not tried it yet, figure out why that is missing from your life. Because let's face it, it's so good. It's just so
if
good.
You want to know why we're overhyped and overguys, I choose Balls going on a regular basis. Opening that up,
exactly.
It's that good. If you've ever had those energy drinks that have the nasty aftertaste, this is an energy drink that actually tastes like a legitimate soda.
It's an energy soda.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
and
soda.
That's what they're going for. That's their niche. It tastes good. It gives you energy, maybe a little bit too much in my case.
No, it barely wakes me up.
It's a product that works. And of course, if you order online,
I'm totally kidding.
If you order online, just make sure that you get the promo code MLD in there. That'll get you free shipping because the shipping is a big deal and free shipping, very important.
Most definitely. But guys, stay tuned to Twitter for updates on the schedule for next weekend. The Championship Series starts for the Champions League here at MLD. For Mr. Kendo Slice, I am Ninja Rider, and for Inanimate J, who's pushing the buttons and turning the knobs and doing all the professional things in the background. This has been the Minor League Doubles here on Twitch.
Again, floating through the silence in my cold skin. My body is wearing thin. My fears tell me I'll never win. My body is wearing thin. And there's darkness here. The whole world take